I'm going all in with content marketing on social media, and in this video you will not only see and learn why I'm doing so, but hopefully it will inspire, empower and motivate you to consider doing the same, going all in bananas with cranking up more high quality valuable content for your ideal customers and scaling your content production and going all in with your content marketing as well. This video is specifically for you if you're a business owner and you want to grow your business, you want to get more customers, get more clients, and also very important, retain more customers and clients and revenue. So let's begin. You will now see some of the mind-blowing stats that prove the power of content marketing and why you should seriously going all in with this. And also we will look at the power of content marketing from different angles and perspectives, why it is so important, how it impacts your business, your client acquisition, customer acquisition, client retention, customer retention, and basically everything in your business. If this is the first time here on my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Clement. You can call me Clem. I am a Mindvalley's former Chief Marketing Officer and Head of Growth. I'm proud to share that I helped Mindvalley scale to over $100 million in online sales. I also managed directly or indirectly over $100 million in advertising budget on Facebook and YouTube. And I generated directly or indirectly at Mindvalley over $300 million in online sales for various courses, memberships, and certifications. I also scaled successfully and sold one tech company. So I have one exit under my belt. Yeah. And recently I started a brand new company, AI SaaS company called iTwin, which in essence is a content planner and organizer that lets you script and create your social media content at lightning speed, saving you gazillions of your kilowatts of your brain power, gazillions of hours of your precious valuable time, and gazillions of mouse clicks, because iTwin gives you the entire content planning and generation in one central interface, and you don't have to be switching back and forth between different apps and ChatGPT, running long prompts, copying, pasting, and going crazy between just switching between different apps. If you want to learn more about iTwin, you will find the link to try it out for free here below in this video. Now, let's begin. First of all, why even content marketing? Why I'm going bananas with content marketing? So let me just remove myself a little bit. Here's a summary. The more valuable content you post online on social media, YouTube, Instagram, there are other social media platforms out there. I'll just focus on YouTube and Instagram. The more money you will make. It's that simple. And in this video, I will prove this case, as you will soon see. Now, there's intentionally, I put here valuable, not quality. There's a subtle difference between valuable content and quality content. Quality content means that quality needs to have high level of production, fancy setups, fancy studios, while valuable simply means that it delivers some form of value to your future ideal customers or clients. Notice that these videos that I'm filming here, they are valuable, hopefully, but I don't consider them as high quality, at least from the audio and video production. It's a simple screen sharing. I have two lights here. I'm in my office using a simple Logitech, simple HD camera here, basically, no fancy stuff, and that's pretty much it, okay? So that's just wanted to get this one out of the park. And here's why: the more content you post online on social media, the more money you will generate and the more your business will grow. Inevitably, the more content, valuable content you post on social media, the more everything will amplify, as you can see here. Your audience will start to grow. By that, I mean there will be more people seeing your content. You will grow the number of eyeballs that actually see and stumble upon and reach and find your content. So your audience, as measured by reach, by followers, by email list, will start to grow. So basically the content that you publish is almost like a leading indicator that impacts all trailing indicators such as revenue, client acquisition, customer acquisition, and so forth, right? So the more content you publish, the more your audience will grow. And inevitably, the more your income will grow, because as your audience grows, more and more people start to like you, start to trust you, start to see you as an expert, start to see you as an authority, somebody who can help them solve their problems and reach their goals and desires. Then you build more trust, you shorten the sales cycle. That's how more income actually comes from more content. So in essence, the more valuable content you publish, the more income you will generate. Now, let's look at some of the amazing stats that prove this case. Okay, so here in Perplexity, I just asked Perplexity, give me top 10 stats that prove the case of why content marketing is a must-have for any business in essence. And here are some really cool ones, by the way, that and I will not even bother, these are all from internet, from various sources. I will not even bother opening these links up to save your time. But here's a summary, okay? Businesses with content marketing have nearly 6 times higher conversion rates than those without, okay? So if you are, for example, a business owner, a coach, a therapist, a SaaS founder, and you're struggling to attract clients or convert clients from paid ads or any traffic source, just ask yourself, how much content are you creating? And if you're creating and posting enough content, because when you post more content, naturally this builds trusts and increases your conversion rates. Conversion rates from taking to somebody who sees your content to opting in from your freebie or lead magnet, going from lead magnet to actually buying a low ticket or high ticket product, higher conversion rates, okay? Also, here you have content marketing generates 3 times more leads than traditional marketing while costing 62% less. Again, bunch of resources. Now let's also cover what content marketing means, a giant elephant in the room, in the context of this video. By content marketing, in this case, I'm referring to any content that you post and publish on social media, okay? Now this might be YouTube videos with you on the camera. It might be videos on YouTube without you being on camera. Some people create tons of money and generate tons of money by posting faceless YouTube videos, motivational videos. So that's one. YouTube is a primary channel that you want to be focusing on. Then you have Instagram. Instagram, you have Reels, video Reels, you have photo posts, you have stories, then you have LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, a bunch of others. Then you also have blogging, publishing articles either on your blog or Medium or other platforms. So that's what we mean content marketing. Technically, email marketing also comes into content marketing because every email is a piece of content that you send to your existing email list and to your audience. But we would, for the purpose of this, we will exclude paid advertising, even though when you're running ads, you're essentially paying to Google and Facebook to show your content to your future ideal customers. So hence, it's also part of content marketing, but in the context of this video, we'll say organic, okay? Non-paid organic content marketing, okay? Then we have here, 82% of customers feel more positive about business after reading their content, custom content or watching their content. Then we have here, companies that blog consistently see 13x more positive ROI than those that don't, right? So you just want to have a simple blog. So if you're already doing YouTube videos, then you want to consider publishing them on your blog. Then video content delivers ROI almost 50% faster than text-based content, okay? That's another case why you want to prioritize video content. Now, this might be long form horizontal video like this one, like you're watching right now, or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts also. Then you have webinars also and a bunch of other content types that is video. Then you have here, email marketing provides an average return of $42 for every dollar invested. Okay, so there are just some stats and there's gazillions of more, but in an essence, content marketing helps tremendously in your business growth. Okay, now here's another one. Also, let me remove myself a little bit here. Why social media content is the key driver of growth. And there are some points here. As I mentioned, we will look at this case of why content marketing from different angles and perspectives, okay? So I'll bring my magical pen here. So first one is very easy to understand. When you post more content, you will inevitably reach more people organically. So most content will either display to your existing fans and followers, but how platform discovery works and content discovery works on YouTube and Instagram, inevitably your content will be shown to people who do not know you yet, who do not follow you yet, right? So you will reach more people and you will attract them into your ecosystem. Then it will help you turn strangers into leads, right? If somebody sees your content for the first time, second time, third time, and you're consistently giving them similar call to actions, like I'm doing, hey, if you want to try my software, you will find the access links here below this video. You will be generating more leads. Then also, very important, when you generate leads, content will help you convert more leads into actual customers, right? Because even the freebies and lead magnets themselves might already be delivering content. Also, you will be turning more customers into repeat customers. Again, high quality content, even organic free content will actually help turn existing customers into repeat customers, and this is the holy grail of business. The essence of business is get more customers and keep more customers. It's that simple. I mean, it's simple. It sounds simple, but it's not that easy because it requires a lot of effort, right? Then also, very, very important, the more content marketing, actually, organic, non-paid content helps and assists your paid ads. And here's why. The more content you publish online, the larger retargeting audiences you build for retargeting. These are called warm audiences in the world of paid advertising. And then you can simply run ads and retarget people who already know you and trust you. And these retargeting audiences typically have much higher ROI and better results than just targeting cold audiences or strangers, right? So that's first case. And second, convert more traffic into leads, right? So better ROI, long story short. Also, when you post more content online and your audience grows, you will start attracting new opportunities. You will start getting more invitations for example, speaking engagement and podcast interviews and media appearances and so forth, right? And collaborations and partnerships. And also, the bigger the audience you have, the more content you publish, you'll be able to launch new products, new projects, new brands, or even new companies from scratch. That's the power of content. Content also, very important, builds your brand, whatever brand you want to build. Now, this might be your personal brand, or it might be your company, your corporate brand, okay? So now we covered that one angle. Now, also very important, as I mentioned, this is just another way of seeing similar things here. If you look at any typical customer journey, and there are quite literally gazillions of different ways you can plot or jot a customer journey. But in an essence, let me bring this drawer here. In an essence, customer journey is actually fairly simple and easy to understand. Okay, let me see if I can, let's do this. Customer journey, a typical customer journey, a stranger, skeptical stranger, sees your content and then eventually they buy and then they buy again. That's, I think, the simplest the simplest way to simplify customer journey. And in between, from a stranger, complete stranger, seeing you or your company or your content for the first time, and then actually here transacting and buying something and then buying again, there are several stages and steps. And every marketing expert, every marketing institution, they will define these steps differently. But essentially, a human being goes through different steps from the time they see your content and the time they actually buy. And here's the most important part. I'll just bring the other color here, okay? Content marketing actually sits in this entire customer journey. So the content that you published will, for example, reach a new person. John will now see, and Jane, they will see your content. They will go in. What is this guy or gal doing, right? And then they will see the content one more time, and then they will decide to opt in and sign up for your free freebie or lead magnet. And then they will see your offer, they will see your online course, whatever you're selling, but they will not buy because the baby will start crying, or perhaps they need to walk out the dog, or perhaps it was too late, or perhaps they're not ready to buy yet for different reasons because they're on vacation. And then time passes by, and then they see more content from you online, on Instagram, on YouTube, and then they go closer and closer, and then they start to like you, they start to trust you. You help them solve one simple problem, and then they get inspired, and then eventually they buy. And then after they buy, obviously, the moment they buy, especially if you're in education business or any type of info product business, well, obviously, then when people buy your content, actually access to content, they will invest even more time into consuming this content. And that's why every business owner knows that it's probably like 7 times easier and cheaper and simpler and faster to get an existing customer to buy again than it is to attract and acquire a brand new customer. Okay, so that's another perspective of seeing this. Content sits, organic social media content quite literally sits and helps the customer throughout the entire journey come closer to the ka-ching moment, checkout moment, and then also do more purchases. Okay, so we covered that one also. Now here's another, one of my favorite actually diagrams. I call this the flywheel of growth. Regardless of how large your business is and where are you starting right now, what is your situation, what resources you have available, what are your problems, what are your roadblocks, goals. Essentially, as a business, you quite literally have only 3 functions: grow your audience, nurture your audience, and then monetize your audience. And again, you will not be surprised when I say that content, social media content, actually plays a key role in each of these 3 pillars of growth. And obviously, the reason why this is a flywheel of growth is because even if you're very small and you're starting from zero almost, how you grow your content? Well, you start posting social media content, okay? And then this creates a first flywheel effect. First few people see your content, they come in, you have first email subscribers or email leads, you have first followers, you have first YouTube subscribers, then you nurture the relationship with content, they start to like you, they start to trust you. They don't necessarily have to like you, but they start to at least trust you and see you as an authority, somebody who is trustworthy. And then you monetize your audience with your low ticket offers, high ticket offers, and then you invest, and then you create, and that's how you create a flywheel. And as I said, content, social media content quite literally sits in all these different stages of your growth, this flywheel growth model. You need social media content to grow your audience, okay? That's one. You need social media content to nurture your audience as well. Of course, email, sequences, messages, all these things go, but content is the core. It's almost like the heart chakra of any business growth. And then also monetize your audience equally as well, okay? Now, let's go to another dimension, another way of seeing this. You've probably heard of the small company called Google. Well, Google found out quite some time ago, they figured out something like something called 7-11-4 rule. And this 7-11-4 rule is actually very simple. In order for you to turn a stranger, a skeptic stranger, into a customer, on average, it takes 7 hours of interaction with these people. So people need to interact with your content, with your profiles, with your emails, with your messages. 7 hours combined on average, across 11 different touch points. That, for example, they see your Instagram post for the first time. Who's this guy? And then perhaps they see another one, second touch point, and another one, third touch point. They go to check your profile, fourth touch point. Then they scroll, and then they see another reel. They watch another reel. They go to your YouTube. They opt in for a lead magnet. Bing, 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 bing. Touch points are just increasing, right? So touch points, and then across 4 different platforms. Again, they might see your content for the first time on YouTube. Then they go to Instagram. Then they go to an inbox because you send them a lead magnet. Then they go to your website. Then they go to your blog. Then perhaps your LinkedIn profile. So in essence, content again sits here at the core of Google's 7-11-4 rule that takes to turn a skeptic stranger, which in marketing realms we call a cold audience, not because they're freezing cold, but because they simply don't know you yet. They're strangers to your business and you are strangers to them. It takes 7 hours of interactions across 11 touch points and 4 platforms. And to achieve this goal, Guess what, my dear friend? You need to post a lot of content, okay? So that's another way of seeing it. Now, here's another one, really beautiful one. Oftentimes, coaches, consultants, business owners, or wannabe business owners reach out to me. Oh, nobody's buying my products, nobody's buying my services. Why I have such a hard time getting people to buy and convincing and da 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 da. Well, the problem is, here's actually a simple rule. If you want people to pay you with their money, okay, you first need to get them to pay you with their time. And if you want to get people to pay you with their time, you need to get them to pay you with their attention. In today's world, nobody, quite literally nobody, will just come out of nowhere and hand you over the money. Unless, nobody, let me put it this way, nobody, okay? Unless they are not that well mentally, okay? Just think about, like, the last time you purchased an online course perhaps, or a book, right? Like, you had to at least invest some time before you made a purchase to at least do some research, perhaps read about the author, perhaps read about the program, right? And then obviously something needed to get your attention, okay? So that's how it works. So in order to get more people to pay you with their money, just get more people to pay you with their time. Yeah, and how do you do that? Well, let's go back to Google 7 hours of interactions, create more content, yeah? And if you want, and this diagram also shows, if you want people to stop and pay you with their time, you need to master, at least to some degree, how to get their attention. And this is how to create great hooks, copywriting, great titles, and so forth, right? So really, really important is, for example, if you're a coach or a therapist or perhaps any business owner, and you want to get more people through the door of your business and more people to pay you with their money, well, just create more content, distribute more content, get positively obsessed, getting more people to invest and pay you with their time. Because every time somebody watches your content on YouTube or on Instagram, they are paying you. You might not see this as a financial transaction yet, and that's a trick. That's a trick, okay? You don't see this as a financial transaction, but every time you see a view of your content, every time you see, I don't know, 5 minutes of content watched or whatever you see, even though this does not directly mean money for you, keep in mind that every time does actually mean more money for you, because the more content, the more time people invest, the more likely it is that they will buy. And not only that they will buy, but more people will buy, and they will buy more often, and they will spend more with you, okay? So that's another case of why content marketing is so powerful, okay? Now here's an example of where I did it, at least what I'm striving towards. I am right now focusing at this point, it's January 23rd, 2025, when I was recording this. My current priority is just 2 platforms. The first one is Instagram. In fact, the first one is YouTube, long form video. There's a whole lot of reasons for that. But I'm aiming to publish at least 1 YouTube video every week, as you can see here. I'm probably already at 2 videos a week. And then now I also recently began working on publishing at least 1 video reel and short form video on Instagram and also on YouTube. That's one way of seeing it, how you can start cranking up content, okay? Now, there's another thing that I want to share with you, how to perhaps, what do you do from here onwards, okay? There's gazillions of ways how you can approach this, but my advice would be is to start immediately, start with today, something, okay? And my approach to at least how I approach everything in life is I prioritize incremental progress over perfection. Even though I too have inside a part of me that's a perfectionist, like wants perfection, but I'm positively obsessed by just starting. I call this SSSS, start small, simple, and slow, okay? So you start something slow. Imagine if this y-axis is measuring quality and this one is measuring time, right? You start slow, and this one is measuring also quality and quantity. You start slow. Perhaps you start with 2 video reels a week, right? And good, like meh quality, but then you go in and then you increase the quality a little bit next week, and now next week you post 3 videos, for example, and that's how you gradually increase and you aim for incremental progress, incremental consistent progress over time. That's why you will see all big YouTubers, all big experts in YouTube and social media and content marketing, they will say something similar. Start small, simple, and start today. Don't worry about getting it perfect. Just get it done. Start publishing. Get the reps in. They would say get the reps in. And by reps, I mean start publishing content, okay? Because you will learn the most. At least I am learning the most when I am actually in the process of either creating or posting. Not thinking about it, not daydreaming about it. And I'm a Pisces by zodiac sign. I tend to dream quite a lot, but I also prefer action. So start today, start short and simple, and you hopefully now should have a lot of reasons to really say, oh my universe, I should really start prioritizing content marketing even more. I should start creating more videos for YouTube. And it doesn't have to be that you are in front of the video or on camera. Like, there are gazillions of ways how you can create content, and check out my YouTube channel, okay? There's more amazing goodness that will help you scale your content, create more content, attract clients, grow your business. You will absolutely love it. And again, if you love and resonate with anything that you learned either in this video or in any other videos, hit the like, subscribe. There's more goodness coming your way. And make sure to try out my iTwin software that will save you gazillions of your precious, valuable time. This is it, and I'll see you in the next video.